Good morning, friends. It is Wednesday morning, June 3rd, and I am coming to you to check in and see how everyone is doing. It has been a little bit of a difficult week around my house as we are trying to process the events that are going on around our country right now. And I have had a really hard time processing this. With the death of George Floyd and the rioting and the protesting and the articles and the stories and the pictures that are coming out of beautiful cities around our country, I have just been really having a hard time with this. And so I wanted to do a video because I didn't want to stay silent. I didn't want to not share how I'm feeling through this as a white woman, as a mother of biracial children, of a wife of a biracial Black Arab man. I'm feeling so many things right now, and we've been here before. We've had these discussions, similar discussions and similar feelings a few years ago, living here in St. Louis, living right on the Ferguson-Florissant line, experiencing the emotions after Michael Brown's shooting. I feel like I didn't expect to be an adult who had to deal with these kinds of things. When you're a kid, you see the world and you see how beautiful it is, and you don't necessarily think beyond that. And so as an adult that's having to see beyond that, who's having to look inward at my own bias and my own hidden feelings and my own fears, and in the ways that I maybe out of my own privilege have hurt people or have not blatantly purposely done that, but the ways that microaggressions and racism shows up for even myself in a family situation like my own. It's just a lot for me to work through and to think through, and to know that God is working in this process, and that God is using this for me as a way to show me where I can make changes to myself, but also show me ways that that I can serve my community, and that I can be a part of the change, a part of the thing, of the way to get better. And so I just wanted you guys to know that I'm going through that, and I think other people probably are too, but it's something that's sometimes really hard to talk about. And race at my house is one thing that we talk about a lot, and I hope that it's happening in all families, but not just mine, because we're so racially diverse. But it's something that we're not shy about talking about. So if you're friends with us, that I talk about how different it can be to raise children, and who look different from each other, and who are biracial, and how different it can be for me, because it's not a lived experience that I've had. And so I just want to encourage you today that if you are processing what you can do, if you're processing how you can be an ally, or you're struggling with what you're seeing on the news and you don't agree with what you're seeing, or you're angry about what you're seeing, or maybe you're just emotionally unsure about what you're seeing. This isn't a lived experience that you've ever had either, and you are trying to understand how a group of people could be feeling the way that they're feeling, or maybe this is a lived experience for you. And even my video right now, coming from this place of white privilege that I have, is hard for you to hear, and for that I know even just doing this video can be. And so I just want you to know, all of you in those situations, that God is a God of incredible love. He is a God that has created us all incredibly beautiful and unique, and that includes all skin colors, all skin types, and all languages, and it's just an incredible world that we live in because God created us so differently, but to exist in a way that, you know, what's going on right now goes completely against his plan. It goes completely against his plan. We are not supposed to be killing each other. We are not supposed to be harming each other. We are not supposed to be spreading hate. And in God's perfect love, that's not what it looks like. And so I just encourage you that no matter where you are in this process of looking at what's going on in the world, that you would remember that God's love is perfect, and that God's love embraces all cultures, all people, all colors, and that God's love tells us that we are supposed to do the same, that we love our neighbors as ourselves. And so I love you, and I'm praying with you, and I'm praying for us that we can learn to be allies in this season, and that we can really focus on making change in this world. So I love you, and I'll see you soon.